story that is developing, and we're following it up for you. The frosty relationship between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto continues to play out in the public eye, with the deputy president now conspicuously missing from numerous state functions. The just concluded state visit by Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan, which the DP also missed, has once again raised eyebrows, with growing calls for the roles of the deputy president to be clearly defined. Emmanuel To with that report.
Hata kama kazi ambazo ningekuwa nafanya mimi kama naibu wa rais inafanywa na wengine, mimi pia nimeheshimu uamuzi huo.
Section 147 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 lists 4 main roles of a deputy president. The main role being that the DP shall be the principal assistant of the president, with the other stating that he can step in the absence of a president or in the event the head of state is incapacitated. It is these constitutional roles that a section of legislators have termed as vague that have opened an assortment of problems for the man who is second in command in President Kenyatta's administration. There are increased calls for the review of these roles in light of the strained relationship between the president and his deputy. Ruto has since been left at the mercies of the president, who has chosen to look the other way in assigning his deputy roles. These have seen the DP go missing in action in both political and state functions.
The Constitution as it is today has no problem in terms of definition of roles. It is the individuals who occupy the offices.
Ruto's absence in the recent Labor Day celebrations was loud. President Uhuru Kenyatta was invited to address the nation by somebody else, CS for Labour Simon Chelugui. Protocol, however, dictates that if the president is present, then he's the one to invite the president to make his address. The DP was also missing when Tanzania President Samia Suluhu visited the country. His aide Emmanuel Talam told KTN News that the DP was not invited to the function. The events program also did not have the DP's name on the list of speakers. Our calls to get a comment from the organizers as to whether or not he was invited went unanswered.
I think it's a matter of constitutional concern. When the office of a deputy president and its functioning depends on a personal relationship or politics, then we lose out on some flavor in this country.
I would not want a situation where the deputy president becomes a second center of power at the heart of the executive. I would also not want a situation where the deputy president becomes a vulnerable office that is subjected to the whims of the president. So a balancing act.
This quagmire has left the DP in the cold, now only relying on the president's goodwill to be assigned as he continues to draw a hefty paycheck.
And it's not about morals, it's about defined roles. You cannot say a role that has not been defined has been taken. Because the Constitution just says principal assistant. Yeah. I can ask you to assist me to just think at home, you know.
However, others argue that the roles as per the Constitution are serving the intended purpose.
He cannot be fired by the president, and he's also not been given powers that can allow him to countermand the president.
This comes as the Jubilee Party continues to face turbulent times, as it remains unclear whether legislators allied to DP Ruto are still remitting their monthly subscriptions.
A lot of members are contributing 100 shillings, others 1,000 shillings, some 500 shillings. And that has been reduced from a high of 10,000 shillings per member.
The Jubilee Party, on the other hand, says the MPs have been paying the full amount of the deductions, with the party's Secretary General Raphael Tuju warning of dire consequences if they will stop the contributions. As the tussle between the office of the deputy president and that of the president continues, Kenyans will now hope that that will not affect their service delivery. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Right, very interesting. Where is the DP? Still